afternoon, everybody. I know it's been about 2 months since I last made a video. To be honest with you, I just started running out of things to talk about as far as mental health. Uh, I haven't fallen off at all as far as physically and mentally staying positive. I just finished the gym again. Sunday's back workout. Beautiful day today, sunny. So today's gonna be episode. I just want to talk about my personal experience as a single parent. Being a single parent is not only mentally tough but physically tough. You're by yourself and you have no body to help you. And in my case, I don't have anybody to help me. When I got my daughter, it's just me and her. Sometimes I'll have my landlord's mom downstairs, which she'll watch her for no more than 10 minutes while I take a shower, just in case. But other than that, it's just me and my daughter. Wherever we go, grocery shopping, indoor playgrounds, anywhere, it's just me and her, and I love it. She loves it. She's used to it. She loves being with her dad, and I always love being with her. Currently now, I got her Wednesday afternoon to Saturday afternoons, and it's a blessing. I get her half the week. For those who know, I retired October last year, and I got my real estate license. And as far as the real estate, it's been pretty dry. I mean, those who are lucky to get people who sell or want to get a buyer, it's a seller's market. Nobody wants to sell with the interest rate so high, as far as like 7%. And we got a lot of buyers, but just no properties. So it's been tough. The past couple of months since my last episode, I've been racking in my head, thinking, what am I gonna do? It's been very challenging, so to speak. Going through a divorce, in my situation, I am obligated to pay my ex money due to this relationship not working out. I mean, she makes a pretty decent living, 6 figures. I had made 6 figures, but the system says I still am obligated, if she wants, to pay her the difference of what I made more than her. The system hasn't changed since the early days, and unfortunately now, even though both sides make a decent living, sometimes in my case they do, I still owe her, and on top of that, I owe her my pension. So it's been tough, knowing that I have to support myself, not only living on my own. I don't live in my parents' house. Supporting my daughter when she's with me, the only one to buy her clothes, shoes. I put her in programs since she was 13 months old: swimming, dancing, gymnastics, learning classes. I'm always active with her, and it's awesome to see her grow from when I first started to now. How social she is, how much smarter she's getting every day. She just turned 3 last couple weeks ago, and I had a big pony party for her. She's into ponies and horses, and she has a horse named Dolly, and it was a great turnout. It was most of the kids from her dance class. From my side, it was just awesome seeing her interact and showing her smiling and having a great time. That day was tough for her. She didn't nap at all. She went straight through, and luckily it lasted just towards the end of the party, where she was just like drunk off being tired. She had nothing left, and she was just but it was a great time. And I have it on my other YouTube channel, the party video, Luton Productions, if anybody wants to check out that. I do videography on the side. For those who came, supported her, and supported me, I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome, and and I look forward to going to your kids' birthday parties and in the future and helping you guys out and being there for you. Which that said, today later, about 4 hours, we have a birthday party for one of her dance friends. So it'll be great to see her interact again. But get back to the single parent. It's the real estate's not working out, so I chose to look for a full-time job. For 2 months I've been looking, and most of the interviewers are like, what's most important to you? And normal people say the money and the pay. For me, I said time with my daughter. I said I must have Friday, Saturdays off. You can work me any other days, but I need Fridays and Saturdays off, as in the divorce agreement. Those are the days I have her, which technically I have her Wednesday through Saturday, but no full-time job is gonna hire you 3 to 4 days a week. At least I found out. I've applied to any job such as Lowe's, Home Depot, Armed Security, Brinks, Garda World, executive driver, so many positions. The lowest pay was Lowe's. It was $17 an hour, and they offered me $17 an hour, and I'm just like, I can't live off of that. Nobody can live off of that. That's like if you're in high school living with your parents, and don't have a car, or just in high school. And I had to turn them down. The executive driver position I would have had, but unfortunately the client was in Manhattan and the business he owned was in Long Island. So for me to commute to Manhattan, pick him up, and then drive all the way to Long Island, and then afterwards drive him all the way back to Manhattan, and then commute all the way back home, would have been at least a 10-hour day easy.
No, Julie, get over here now. Get in that side, and I will come around and get you. Okay? You can't walk without me in a parking lot.
Sorry, that's mom yelling at her toddler for running in the parking lot. That's one of the biggest fears I have. A few times Kalani has taken off once I let go of her hand in the parking lot, and it's scary because they don't know yet. But you fear and you hope God watches over you and them, and every time you're with them and not with them. It's you just never know. But I can understand why that mom was a little angry. But at least the kid's in the car now. Yeah, so I ended up applying to hospitals too. A lot of hospital security. I figured out I'm most qualified for security, being a retired police officer, and I have my armed guard license and security guard license, and that's the most pay. I was fortunate enough to find a spot in North Shore Manhasset Hospital, and my former lieutenant is one of the directors there. And I just had that interview a few days ago, and it looks like it's a go. So it's going to be about 4 to 6 weeks before I get processed and start working, which is awesome. I could finish Kalani's swim class out, for the summer. And then her mom has her in some summer school daycare thing in Queens, which is about 2 hours a day, no parents involved, and I guess she's gonna try that out for a month and a half, and then she starts school in September. Boy, yeah, she's getting older and bigger, and every day, and as she gets older, there's more responsibilities. And again, I have to get another job to not only support myself, but support my daughter even more, and give a big chunk of that to the ex, and if I don't, unfortunately, the law has repercussions for dads like me who have been there for their daughters and kids. And I don't want to go down that route. It's a no-win situation. But you can't stress about, and you can't worry about things you can't control. You can only worry about the things you can control, which is yourself and your actions. The more you focus on negativity, you become negative. So I focus on the positivity. Yes, I'll see my daughter less, but then I'll be able to financially help her more, support her more, support myself more. My goal, I'm still in real estate. That's just gonna take a back burner. You know, I need steady income. And, you know, if anybody's looking to buy, sell, rent, I'll always be there. So yeah. You know, you guys got any similarities or, you know, things you want to share or comment on in regards, be more than welcome to comment below. And know anybody that's going through the same thing, being a single parent, whether you're male, female, you know, it'd be nice to hear from both sides. Yeah, well, that's pretty much it for now today. I hope to, you know, maybe have another video next week and update you guys more on the career and the business. All right, just till then, stay safe, stay focused, and just remember, I've been there, so you don't have to. All right, guys, take care, be nice, kind to one another. Bye.